What's going on, everybody? It's your pal Burrito Johnson coming at you with another video. 2 videos in 1 week. Slow down. I think that's basically what I'm aiming to do. Maybe 2 videos a week, 2 videos every other week. Who knows? I really don't have a schedule. I have way too many movies to watch. I have way too many games to play. And I figured I sit down and talk about a movie or one of my favorite movies of all time from a guy who basically who I felt got me when I was in my teenage years. I kind of took that humor and kind of, even to this day, incorporated into my daily life. Like that's how my humor is. One of the people anyways. And I'm talking about Kevin Smith. I was too young to catch Clerks. When I rented Chasing Amy, I was too young to understand what the heck that movie was until much later. Going from, I have Chasing Amy up here somewhere. I just got that. They just reissued that on Blu-ray, and I got that a couple days ago. So I'm probably going to be doing a more in-depth review on that one. Reissue. It's a reissue. I don't think it's anything special. So I didn't really watch. The first time I watched a Kevin Smith movie with a bunch of coworkers was at a movie theater, and when I was working at a movie theater in 1999, and that movie was great, man. I think there wasn't a time or whatever that the whole theater wasn't laughing. It was just a good time. Ever since then, I made it a point to go out and watch more of his movies, and one of them was, obviously he made Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It was a good few years after that. Heck, I even like Jersey Girl, for crying out loud. I know a lot of people don't hate on Kevin Smith's Jersey Girl film, but I ended up enjoying it. I'm talking about Mallrats. Now, this is the Arrow issued one that they reissued a few months ago. Was it last year or earlier this? I think it was like late last year. They reissued it. I actually purchased this on DVD. They had the comic book cover, and I purchased that 20 years ago at Suncoast for like $30. At that time, that was very expensive for me, anyways. And I got that sign. I couldn't afford to go to San Diego Comic-Con one year, but my friends were going, and they were going to, and Kevin Smith was there that year for Jay and Silent Bob. So I gave them the DVD version of Mallrats for them to sign, and yeah, both of them, Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith, signed it. I had that, like, yes, this is one of my prizely possessions, and then I ended up lending it out, never getting it back. So lesson here is don't loan out your movies unless it's to direct family members that live in the house or whatever, or keep a list, man. Give them a membership card, especially if you have a decent collection, and start handing out some, blockbuster type memberships. So, you could charge their card or late fees or whatever. Yeah. So I'll be the first to admit that over the years, Kevin Smith hasn't really been, his movies haven't really been hitting with me. I think I really like what he's doing with the more serious, Tusk and Red State. Red State was awesome. That's what I really dig about Kevin Smith. His writing is pretty awesome. So Mallrats, I didn't catch this until much later. There was a ton of features on the DVD when I first got it about 20 years ago. Ugh, I'm so old. So when Arrow announced that they were doing a release of Mallrats, and I'm a big fan of Arrow as it is, I knew they were going to do a pretty good job on this release. So yeah, here is Mallrats, the Arrow release. Yeah, Kevin Smith. There's a ton of, like, I'm not even joking. I'm going to try to go through all of them. I really dig this cover. I really dig. I know, it's still comic book like, but it just it's like basically has all the characters. But I think it would have been interesting to have Drew, what was his name? The guy who draws all the famous movie Drew Struzman. I think I'm saying his name correctly. It would have been great to have the original cover, which I think is an option with the reversible. But yeah, before we get into all of that, open it. I just want to, let's see if I could I don't know if I could. I don't know how clear it's going to be, but they're not there to shop. They're not there to work. They're just there. Limited edition content. I think it doesn't come with a poster, but it does come with the blueprints and stuff like that, you know, to take down LaFours. It has the theatrical cut, and it's been cleaned up pretty well. They did a pretty good job on this. The cool thing, the very interesting thing about all of this is that they have the TV version of this that basically, you know how back in like Die Hard, like Yippee-ki-yay, mother whatever, they would dub that with obviously a different actor's voice, and that's what they would do. And now this one has that version. Basically, all the swear words are dubbed by completely different people. You know, so there's the TV version, and there's also an extended version, which the extended cut of the film, I watched it, and I think the theatrical film is perfect. Theatrical film is great. Is a brisk 95 minutes, and the TV version is 85 minutes. The theatric or the extended the extended version is 125 minutes or 122 minutes. So yeah, it is a completely different film. I still can't believe it. I was sitting there watching the opening, and the opening kept going and it kept going. And we're like 10 minutes in, a bunch of dialogue, a bunch of stuff is going on. And it's like, I can't believe that. I'm really happy that they cut this down to what we have now, because I really think that the extended version is I like it because it's like watching this movie it's a whole different light. Some of the references that we see in the theatrical version actually make sense in the extended version. Like, that doesn't really carry over too well in the theatrical version that we got. So if you kind of want to get all the references, all the kind of almost watching like a whole different movie, definitely this is basically the best way to do it. I don't remember if they had the extended version, all that in the original DVD. They might have released it in the Blu-ray, but I'm not 100% sure. Extended and TV cuts. Let's see there. So there's a lot of basically they carried over a lot of the archival stuff, and then they made some new interviews. Kevin Smith. I didn't hear too much from Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith is typically very vocal about all his projects that are coming up, and he didn't really say much about this until really this came out. And I think if you went online, you could, from Arrow, there were some bunch of interviews, and there's interviews on here. Scott Mosier, Kevin Smith, director of photography was in here. Scott Klein, I think I'm saying that right. So you're getting a few new things that are created just specifically for Arrow. So let's open it up. Well, let's check out what's in the because I already opened it. I saw this already. So you got that same thing. Here are the discs. And you got the mind. So basically, you got the little booklet that has the mind's eye. A schooner is a sailboat, idiot. You got the VSQ. I think this is what they left it out. I think they don't they pick this up in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back? Who knows? This is probably the Operation Drive-By. This is probably the one thing that really cemented me as a massive Kevin Smith fan. First, we take a run of the forge with a sock full of quarters. I do it, but what is it? First, we take I'm doing this off of memory. It's been, First, we take a run at LaForge with a sock full of quarters. I do it, but I hope I'll get it. First, we take a run at LaForge with a sock full of quarters. I do it, but I pulled out my back humping your mom last night. Nooch. I got it. That's from memory. That stuck with me for like 20 years. So there's Operation Drive-By. And splickety splat. No more game show, right? Fly, fat ass, fly. This is not the best lighting. I'm testing out some lighting. I got a hue system going up in this room where I could change it to 900 million colors or what, unlimited possibilities. But so you get this. I think I want to frame it. And then you get Tetsuo. Oh wait, no, that's just their inserts. So picture quality is good. They really did a great job in the picture quality. Here is the Reversible original comic book, which I really dug. I don't know if I like the white colors on it, but I really enjoyed what they did. So yeah, Arrow. God, I mean, has there been a bad Arrow release yet? Not that I've encountered. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there has been like a bare bones. But yeah, so just kind of listing before I close the video. Just kind of want to list off what you're actually getting. I picked this up for $20 through Amazon. This was $20. And I think it was sold out for a while because everybody realized that this was coming out, and it's unfortunately I think right now it's like $27.99, which is a typical Arrow release. So again, to kind of in closing, you're getting a brand new restoration of the theatrical and extended cuts. But please check out the extended cut after you watch the theatrical cut, because it's just like I was sitting there with my jaw like on the ground. I'm like, this is the same move that, like, I can imagine if they would have released the extended cut in theaters, it would have absolutely bombed. It's like a whole different movie. I'm glad I finally got to check it out after all these years. The extended cut is basically what Kevin Smith wrote. That was his original screenplay. They wrote that out. So that's crazy. So yeah, you're getting the a new restoration, a bunch of interviews, TV cut of the film featuring hilarious overdubbing to cover up profanity, collector's booklet featuring new writings by Philip Kemp, fold out poster featuring the replica blueprints for Operation Drive-By and Operation Dark Knight, reversible sleeve, all that good stuff. Basically, brand new interviews for Jason Mewes, Kevin Smith, Dave Klein. There you go, David Klein. I hope I said that for director, the original cinematographer for most of Kevin Smith movies. Deleted scenes, the making of Mallrats. Most of these are archival. Music video for Build Me Up Buttercup, original 5.1 sound and stereo audio, optional English basically for the hard of hearing, and basically everything that was imported, everything that was carried over from the previous versions. In my opinion, absolutely worth the $20 I paid. And basically I'm thinking about putting it up there somewhere. I have a lot of things going on. I'm just waiting for, thankfully we don't get earthquakes here in Arizona, but I'm probably going to accidentally bump one of these when I'm, drunk or something like that, and the whole thing is going to come falling and fall on me and kill me. But what a way to go, right? All right, guys, this has been my kind of mini review of Mallrats Arrow special edition release. Get this, please. Is this a special? Yeah, I guess it's a special edition. I don't know if they're going to release one that has none of this and just like one disc or something like that, but this is a 2-disc version. But yeah, definitely get this. Don't sit on this one. This is a classic. Until next time, guys, this has been Burrito Johnson. Take it easy.